From grants to employment insurance, hospitals, housing and education reform. It's all listed in the JLP's manifesto as the party seeks a second term in government. Some of the details were outlined this morning.
After days of anticipation, the JLP on Tuesday presented what they have dubbed the Stronger Manifesto, centered on a 10-point recovery plan from the coronavirus pandemic. In what seems like an extension of the administration's COVID care plan, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark listed grants and aid for several groups.
We will be providing $500 million of grant support to micro and community-based businesses. These are businesses on the corner in every single community of Jamaica.
There is also a $10 billion loan guarantee support program for small and medium-sized enterprises and the establishment of a $20 billion COVID recovery equity fund to be managed by the private sector.
We will be rolling out the $1.2 billion of grants to small tourism operators to ensure that their productive capacity is maintained and they can recover stronger. We will be providing $1 billion of support to farmers and fishermen for each of the next 3 years.
An unemployment insurance program, social security reform for the population, and childcare assistance for working parents through a subsidy to daycares were also promised. It also listed a planned upgrade for the health sector.
We will be upgrading 110 health facilities across Jamaica, increasing their capacity to respond to this crisis and to other health emergencies. We will be engaged in major upgrades to our hospitals in Spanish Town, in May Pen, in St. Anne's Bay, in addition to the Bustamante Children's Hospital and the University Hospital of the West Indies, where a 6th floor new facility will be built in our next term.
Education is also on the JLP's list, as they committed to ending the shift system, distributing more than 100,000 tablets to teachers and students, ensuring public schools have access to broadband internet, and reducing student loan interest rates.
We have to ensure that in a COVID and post-COVID environment, we are able to have a blended approach to education that allows our rural and vulnerable urban communities that have traditionally had less access to technology, that they are enabled through technology.
Housing solutions, including 10,000 for persons under 35 years with no deposit required and 70,000 units for public sector workers, was also listed. They also planned an acceleration of the National Identification System, making Portmore Jamaica's 15th parish, and establishing 3 national shelters for women who are victims of domestic violence. The full manifesto is available on the party's website.